Hello, it's Hydra, and today I'm going to be talking about a subject that I've been wanting to get to for the longest time, and it's been, heavy on my emotion. I just gotta get this off my chest. So today we're going to talk about to gen or not to gen, and basically what I'm saying by that is, in the Pokemon community, Pokemon has come a long way since from Gen 1 to Gen 7, and apparently, it's no secret that, there's all types of players in this community, but most notably, there's a big split between competitive and casual, and, but everything always comes down to in the middle, and that would be, hacking software, / devices. And it's always a war between the casuals and the competitive. And I won't lie, I identify as a competitive Pokemon player. So that's why I'm going to tell you my side of view and my perception of it, just to dead this shit, because I'm kind of tired of it. And I probably won't start you with the introduction much longer. So let's get into it. Like I said, Pokemon has been around for almost 20 years now, probably 20 plus years, I'll probably say. I don't know the exact number, but people have been doing glitches and hacking since the first days of Pokemon, with the missing no glitch, getting unlimited items, unlimited Master Balls, protein medicines, even rare candy. So there's nothing new. Okay, so when people are acting like this whole new wave of genning and competitiveness, whatever the case that you're using it for, it just came. It's been around for the longest year. So that's number one. Which brings me to my next point, number two. Since this has been around forever, Nintendo has been cracking down for the longest of time. They just recently did like a ban wave, I think since last week, banning people just online in general from the 3DS and everything else, which is kind of crazy. But we're not gonna talk about that. I'm trying to stay focused on Pokemon specifically. But yeah. Now the crazy part about that is, I think I can speak for most people. The competitive people, we don't support those type of hackers where they actually just put illegal moves, illegal abilities, and illegal stats. We don't support that. I think that's why I think I speak for everybody that does what I does. In fact, even the gameplay you see right now is just like light stuff. Because I'm one of the few people that have mods and hacks that actually know what they're doing in the games and the hardware, but I don't abuse it either. So that's why, I haven't been banned yet online, knock on some wood, but I don't abuse the power. So we're gonna move on to number three now. And as I was saying in number two, I'm one of the few people that actually know what they're doing. Actually, there's a probably good size amount of us, but you can't really tell if you have a hacked mon or not. Well, unless it's blatantly obvious, like they have like an illegal moveset and stuff like that. You would it'd be blatant to the point where you would know. But you can't tell if A Pokemon is hacked or B Pokemon is hacked, because there is some people that actually know what they're doing in the actual breeding process, even though it's very time consuming, which I'll probably get to later in the video. It's very time consuming, but they actually easy train stuff like that. But they're on par with people that actually use the hacking device. So you can't really tell what's what unless somebody tell you. And to go around accusing people of having said Pokemon because it's probably a good set that they're running on it, or maybe it's shiny, because some Pokemon are shiny locked. So that might be a blatant one too. But most Pokemon are not shiny locked. Hell, even Mewtwo is not shiny locked. I think the only one shiny lock is Victini. I'm not sure, but yeah. Also some of the Tapus, they're shiny lock too. But unless it's blatant, you can't really tell. So to go around saying, hey, since he's better than me, he must be hacking, and I think that's unfair. That's a slap in the face to the people that don't gen and modify their Pokemon. So we're gonna move on to number 4 now. Now the next point I want to make is it's all gonna be the same result. Either you're doing competitive, editing your mod and stuff like that, and making crafting how you want to, or you're gonna breeding and doing mood tutors, whatever you got to do to get the mod that you want. It's all gonna be the same. The only difference is it's gonna be whether the time factor, which I'll get into the next point. You know, Pokemon has a specific calculator of 510 EVs, EV spread throughout the whole Pokemon. So how you divide that up, it's totally up to you, but it'll be the same thing. If it's go past that, then it's a hack. It's an illegal mon, and it can't be used online. That's why Pokemon even have these hack checks in the first place, because that's one of the reasons why they have it. And it's gonna be the same result, like I just said. So when you complain about, oh, you know, maybe you're just not raising your Pokemon right, maybe you just don't know what you're doing. But now we want to move on to the time factor. Now we're gonna finally speak on the quote-unquote time advantage that people like to somehow throw in, you know. And it always makes me laugh, because would you rather walk to the store or get a ride to the store? And what I mean by that is, you know, Pokemon, the breeding mechanic, it could be very lengthy, especially with natures and stuff like that. Perfect IVs, and that's all fine and dandy. Maybe if you don't have the resources, or you don't know about Pokemon editing software or anything like that, but that could take a long ass time. And I don't think nobody's going to sit there for almost 3 days trying to get one nature. Then they have to breed for the IVs. Nobody's trying to do that. That makes the game slower, and nobody kind of likes that. And also, the thing is, why would you? If people are ready to battle, they're obviously gonna go ahead and battle. You know, why would you hop? I feel like the main people that complain about this, they be the same people that hop online with level 36 Pokemon. They don't make no predictions. They just attack whatever in front of them. Then they complain about getting one-shotted, and you know, don't know what the hell. No, like I said, they don't know what the hell they're doing. So they just get online just to have fun, which is nothing wrong with that. But you gotta understand, people play to win. That's just like it, and that's gonna happen in any other game you go to. People won't choose the meta, like, you know, there's OU for a reason, and they're gonna do what they can to win. That's why people get editing software. But if you don't use editing software, please don't hop your ass online and complain about people that are using editing software, because it's not them. You're gonna lose probably to a person that just beat the Elite Four, and they're probably in the 60s and stuff like that. So when you complain, you're just making yourself look dumb. I know I said in reference before in the video, but I'm gonna make its point on its own. Sometimes it just may not be that good. You know, a lot of times you never really hear the people that's on par and making a Pokemon how it's intentionally, quote unquote, supposed to be made. They're on par with people that use editing software, stuff like that. You never hear them complain about losing, or it's a bunch of, you know, hoopla, cheaters and stuff like that. You never really hear them complain. Usually people that suck ass in battles that usually cry about it. And I think that's funny, because it always be the people that be running Scald Gyarados, or some move that said that they really don't make sense on the Pokemon. You know, they put basic moves on there. It's just terrible trainers. And I won't, you know, I could probably take that back. I probably won't even call you terrible, but they're super casual. You know, they're not even casual competitive. They're just people that just, you know, put any move that seems cool on Pokemon. They don't really take into effect what everything else that can learn, if that makes sense. So I'm probably gonna move on to one of my next point now. Okay, so my next and last point is that the hacking software, or editing software, more I like to call it, it makes the game more funner. You know, it makes it more quick and fast paced. You know, when you begin editing your mind, you know, it really challenges your intellect. You know, like, what if a person that uses editing software plays another person that uses editing software? If you people want to, you know, it's going to be on quote unquote equal terms, if that makes sense. And then it just comes down to a game of wits and Pokemon choosing. You know, so you really can't complain there, you know. And just like I said, it'll be the same type of people that's on par. If they use the regular breeding mechanics, etc., they'll be on par with the people that use editing software. So, it kind of pertains to number to the point that I made about having the same result. It comes down to a game of wits, and it really piques your interest in what type of moveset you want to run on your Pokemon. You want to say if you want to make a defense build or something usually a weak Pokemon, you can go ahead and do that, and you won't have to waste your time on something that might be an utter failure. You know, it'll take you like 3 minutes to make up a Pokemon that you've been like, oh, you've been hyped about, thinking about making. You think it's a game changer, and you get it in no time. You know, we're probably seeing the same Pokemon that we've been seeing over the years if we didn't have the software. You know, because people will hold on for dear life. You know, they're never trying something new. And that's why, you know, me personally, I have the whole 700. Well, I have every fully evolved Pokemon battle ready in my PC. Because I've been that invested into making unique mons. You know, that would not be possible, or it'll take a longer time if I had to do the breeding mechanic and stuff like that. And it makes the game much faster, and really really piques your interest, like I said, in the game. So I think that's going to be my last point. Okay, so in conclusion, we're going to quickly wrap this up. This is nothing new. Okay, we do not support the real cheaters. You can't tell unless somebody tells you that they're using edited mon, and it's going to be the same result, whether it be competitive bred or competitive gen. The time advantage argument is stupid, because you know you shouldn't go online unless you're ready anyway, and you really just might not be that good on the game, and you probably need to study up more. Also, it makes the game better because it makes you think and it makes you want to try different things on the game. Okay, so I think this is a good time to end my little rant. I've been thinking about this for days, months, and stuff like that, and hopefully you guys agree with me. And if you disagree with me, I kind of don't care on this one. Usually I do care, but I really don't care on this one, because you know, like I said before in the video, whether any game that you play, people are always going to gravitate to what helps them win and stuff like that. And if you really can't handle it, this might not be the game for you. You know, you can always try a TCG, even though there's meta in that. But good luck. You know, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give a thumbs up if you like what I said, and I hope you check out my other videos. But anyway, have a good day. This has been Hydro. Goodbye.